The absolute holiness and righteousness of God. The nature of God's eternal justice stems from His inherent holiness and righteousness. Holiness is complete separation from all sin and all defilement. This absolute holiness is the foundation for His justice, ensuring that He cannot act unjustly or show favoritism. Because God is supremely holy, all His judgments are perfectly accurate, unaffected by human emotion, confusion, or any human limitations. He cannot do harm or be unfair to anyone, including His children or non-believers. He is the supreme holder of the power of judgment. Only He, the one who has committed no sin, has the authority and the standard to judge all humanity perfectly. His judgment is, according to truth. This means that judgment is not based on outward appearance or justification, but on the essence of the matter and absolute standards of justice that cannot be bent. Justice accompanied by mercy and forbearance. God's eternal justice is not blind punishment, but a blending of necessary punishment and abundant compassion. A time for repentance. The Bible states that God is full of kindness, forbearance, and patience. This is a crucial aspect of eternal justice. Instead of judging immediately after sin occurs, He temporarily withholds His wrath to lead people to repentance. This mercy is an opportunity for humanity to turn back to life. God's justice ensures that all actions receive a corresponding result. He will repay each person according to their deeds. Those who persistently do good will receive eternal glory, honor, and peace, the reward of grace. Those who are self-seeking, who reject the truth and follow wickedness, will receive wrath and fury. His justice is completely impartial. Whether they are Jews who have the law, or Gentiles who do not have the law, rich or poor, of high status or not, all will be judged according to the same righteous standard. Judgment through deeds and conscience. God's standard of judgment is comprehensive, encompassing both external actions and internal motives. Judgment will be based on the deeds of each person, right or wrong, as concrete evidence of their inner nature. God also judges the secrets of people's hearts. He not only examines the action but also the deep motive driving that action. An action that seems good, but stems from pride or personal gain, will be judged differently. For those who do not have the written law, like the Ten Commandments or the Bible, God still has a standard for judgment: conscience. Their conscience bears witness that the basic principles of the law have been written on their hearts. The conscience will either accuse, condemn, or excuse, defend them on the day of judgment. This affirms that no one can claim, never having heard the law, to evade responsibility. Everyone has an inherent sense of right and wrong that God has placed within them. This demonstration shows that God's eternal justice is a perfect, holy, merciful, fair, and comprehensive system, encompassing every action, motive, and every person. Divine justice is evident in suffering. God's judgment is not only reserved for the future but is also demonstrated by how He handles suffering and injustice right now in this life. Tribulation is righteous evidence. The suffering of believers in this life, persecution, tribulation, is clear evidence that God's judgment is righteous. This shows that righteousness is not fully executed on this earth. The purpose of suffering is for believers to become worthy of His kingdom. Current trials are refining them and proving their faith. The principle of accurate recompense: He will use wrath to repay, punish, those who inflict suffering upon His children. Conversely, He will grant rest, deliverance, to those who suffer, both believers and other oppressed people. This affirms that, in eternal justice, every act of wickedness and every instance of unjust suffering will be absolutely balanced and dealt with in the fairest manner possible. The role of Jesus Christ. In order for judgment to be merciful yet still righteous, God has entrusted this authority to His Son. God has appointed Jesus Christ as the judge to judge the living and the dead. This is a crucial factor. The judge himself is the one who suffered on behalf of humanity. He fully understands human weakness, but he is also the embodiment of perfect righteousness. God's judgment will be manifested through Jesus, according to the gospel. This means that the standard of judgment will be based on humanity's relationship with the gospel, i.e., with Jesus, whether they accepted or rejected the salvation and forgiveness he offered. The attitude of humanity. Whether people can agree with eternal justice depends on their attitude towards their own sin and God's grace. The wrong attitude. Humans tend to judge, criticize others, assuming they are better. The Bible states that when we judge others, we condemn ourselves, because everyone has sinned and falls short of God's glory. The act of judging others is forgetting one's own sin and weakness. The right attitude. To avoid being judged by God, the proper attitude is to judge ourselves, meaning to honestly confront our own sins and mistakes. Repentance and faith in the gospel. This action leads to repentance and faith in the gospel, Jesus, which is the only condition for being declared righteous and avoiding negative judgment. Agreement with God's judgment comes when people realize His boundless love and mercy. When they understand that God granted them mercy, through Jesus, instead of the wrath they deserved, they will agree with His righteousness, because it is the highest expression of truth and love. They understand that judgment is necessary to re-establish the supreme order of justice. Please subscribe to the channel to discover more interesting things with me.